Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Das Bitnam Singh from Sikh Awareness Society. Just to let you know, myself, Bhai Sahib, we're in London, St Paul's today for the peace march being arranged by the Football Supporters Alliance, and we're just waiting to take up position on the stage for Bhai Sahib to do his speech. So if you just bear with me, as you can hear probably in the background, the footballers are chanting already. So we're here for the peace march against extremism. Bhai Sahib will be going live in a moment, in a short while, on stage to give his input into this occasion today, being organised as a united sort of front against extremism. So if you just bear with me, I'm just going to sit here, and once I get the nod, then I will be joining Bhai Sahib, and then we'll be walking over to the stage for this. So I've got to sit tight. So what we've seen this morning so far already, we've seen a lot of football fans and general members of the public attending. There's a major police operation going on, and which is an eye-opener. And so we're hopefully going to be going over to the crowd in a short while. We're being accompanied today by Law Security, and they have kindly offered to accompany us and to sort of, let's say, give us a bit of support in case of any violence towards us. But it's not anticipated that we're going to get that. So, thank you to Law Security for that. So as you can see, we're just waiting. I'm waiting in this car. Bhai Sahib is in the other car there with our head of security there, and we will be wandering over to the main area for the speeches shortly. Once again, I'm just now debussing and going towards Bhai Sahib.
Where do you keep doing?
Bhai Sahib, we're on Facebook Live.
Have a good day, guys.
Yeah, cool. Cheers, bye. Chalo ji.
Who's the cameraman? No, it's not much. We're going to say that.
So we're walking over to the stage now where the speeches are being held, and Bhai Sahib will be on shortly, and we hope to capture that. As you can see, there's lots of people gathered here today.
$22nd 22nd of the 3rd, 2017. 22nd of the 5th, 2017. 3rd of the 6th, 2017. These are very poignant dates. Collectively, 88 people across those 5 UK terror attacks were killed by Islamic terrorists.
Thank you.
Hard to accept, yeah, of course it is. I mean, these were brothers, sisters, mums, dads, sons, daughters. It's got to continue, and it has to stop. And we're going to stop it.
Hello to the camera.
Since the group's launched,
I know a lot about you. I've
one point continues to be prominent in protecting our children's future and our own, our families.
Back in the way of the camera.
So how to explain terror attacks on children.
Facing that way now. Out facing.
And what we should say about the terrorists. general advice is we should be open as possible with our children. But these types of stories are upsetting for children because they imagine something like this happening to them or someone close to them. The article then went on to explore about children's fears of them or their parents dying. You know, it went on to say that we should provide reassurances. We don't expect anything like this to ever happen. Well, the reality is, how can we? You know, at the end of the day...
Good on you, my friend.
You know,
yeah, good on you. You fought for us, you fought for us.
Cheers, mate.
What we can be sure about is that we can launch a campaign together to fight for our families' futures, to make sure there's representation of our change material. And that's what we've got to do. Yeah? And the next bit is where we need to go to, yeah? You might argue that this wasn't possible. You may think that 30,000 members won't be heard through his law, some say. But what about 60,000, 100,000, 200,000? You know, how many people go football every week? We need to throw this into a massive thing. We need to bring the streets to Gridlock. We need to stop. What we need to do, we need to bring the streets to Gridlock, bring London and other cities to a standstill. You know? Like when TFL goes right, like everything stops. We've got to bring things to a standstill. The only way we're going to be heard is to fucking get in the way to be heard. So, yeah, we need to tell ourselves that anything's possible. It can be done together. Do you want this? Because I do. You know, I do. It's time to stand up for ourselves, our families. It's now or never. So, from here today, we march. From here today, we respect those who have gone. From here today, we are united and not divided. From here today, we grow. From here today, we'll be heard. Together, we're stronger. Thanks again to everyone. Everyone's made this possible. Like I said, you've not made this possible. There's a few people behind the scenes, Phil, Jerry and the others who have put the board and put this together. But the reality is, without you people, it's nothing. It really is.
What, John?
Yeah, all I can say is please be respectful today. Let's show what we're about, alright? And one final word, it might not mean a lot to you. It's
going to go around the front.
She's dying in hospital here, and I want to dedicate this to her, alright? Come on, let's do it. Right, next up, we've got Mohan from the Sikhs Awareness Society.
I'll start with a Sikh greeting. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm going to utter a line from my Sikh Guru, the 10th Guru. De Shiva Barmohe Ehe Shubh Karmante Kabhu Na Daro. Meaning, oh God, may I never shrink from a righteous deed. And what better righteous than this, standing here shoulder to shoulder, all of us, one nation, one people, against terrorism. And also standing in solidarity for those who have lost their lives and those who are recovering from the horrific injuries after the attacks. Let me say this, I condemn all forms of terrorism and I make no distinction. Westminster Bridge, Manchester, London Bridge, Borough Market, and the recent one in Finsbury Park. I condemn them all. You know, it's time for the UK to wake up and understand the enemy. It's time to cut out the BS and call it what it is. Now, tackling this, it won't be easy, but ignoring the problem isn't going to solve it either. So as a matter of urgency, we need to start having a grown-up and frank debate about what we are going to do as a nation together. And for me, the biggest stumbling block is political correctness. It's the biggest cause that is blocking our path to the root cause of the problem. Now, this term political correctness, PC, for me, it means political cowardice. We're too frightened now. We get too scared to call a spade a spade. We need to call it what it is. So UK and we are losing this battle because of political correctness. Okay, guys, answer me this. If we can't identify the enemy and in fact refuse to do so, haven't we already lost? So we can't afford to do that. Our unity in this fight must cross our religious divides and our diverse identities. The best thing any Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, Sikh can do to combat this religious extremism is to call it what it is and when it happens. Religion is both the cause and the solution to this problem, but we'll never solve it if we don't call it what it is. It's religious extremism, and in this case, in the last 3 months, it's radical Islamic terrorism. Let me say that once more. Radical Islamic terrorism. Now, I've been studying the iceberg model of political extremism. Murderous and violent attacks extremists carry out is a visible tip of the iceberg. So whatever we've seen in the last 3 months, it's only the tip of the iceberg. The rest of this iceberg is underwater and out of sight. And that's where we've got to go down and root these people out. Government needs to establish a blacklist of foreign and homegrown imams and other political leaders who spew hate and intolerance and calling for the death and destruction of our multicultural and multi-faith society. So religious and political speeches that threaten morality and public order, they should be banned. places where these speeches are made, whether online or in the real world, these places should be closed down ASP. And that is what we should be demanding of our political elite. Starting Monday, we should be knocking on our politicians' doors and asking for that. Government talks about radicalization and the doctrine of hate and hate preaching, but they've done nothing to stop it. You've seen hate preachers walk the streets in every city spewing hate, and nobody's touched them. Enough is enough. Things need to change now. Not tomorrow, not the day after, now. Britain, we've been too tolerant on extremism, and it ain't gonna happen anymore. So when Theresa May says enough is enough, hold her to her words, because words are cheap. Action speaks louder than words. Political correctness is going to be the death of us. It's been the death of far too many people. People young as Safi, who was 8 years old when she's been mowed down. So this situation truly needs great leadership, and leadership is not going to be found in Whitehall, it's going to be found in the common man. There is a saying, evil prevails when good men don't do anything. We can blame the politicians, but from today, if we don't do anything, we have to blame ourselves. I'm going to end from a quote from my guru. It says, "Kya tu soya, jag iyanna," meaning, oh foolish people, why are you asleep? Why don't you wake up and smell the coffee? Those that remain awake and aware are saved, and those that sleepwalk through life, that's when we get looted. So wake up. Be aware, be prepared, and stay safe. Thank you very much.
Beautiful words, beautiful words.